Hey y'all, welcome, Sprinkle Sprinkle. We're in the office this morning. How are y'all? So, many people have been asking me, how do you feel about the Sprinkle Sprinkle movement and all this stuff? I'm like, well, I think it's cool and I appreciate all the support and all the sharing and all the hashtags and everything. I really uh, find it flattering. So, thank y'all. Um, but the Sprinkle Sprinkle movement has been on for 10 plus years. For those who aren't new and don't know that, the Sprinkle Sprinkle movement has been on for 10 plus years. So, for those of you who are just joining the movement, welcome. The Sprinkle Sprinkle movement was started so women can know their value and their worth and to stop doing the most for the least. And I think all around the Sprinkle Sprinkle movement has literally helped lots of women globally. So I'm happy to, have been a part of that. And I'm happy to see like so many women thriving and living their best lives. So thank y'all. Worldwide. Yes. So many people write me daily, thanking me, telling me how I've changed their lives, how my message changed them in the course of their lives for the better, help get rid of like generational poverty, help move them, their lifestyle to the next level. So I'm so happy about that because that was literally the goal for women to know their value and to trust in themselves and make the best decision for themselves and their future. So I'm so happy that it is a movement and it's going forward and continues to go forward each day. I do write books, Linda. If you look in the description bar, Miss Linda, I have several books on Amazon that you can actually purchase. So I appreciate the inquiry, but yes, I have many books. So definitely check them out. My most popular one is I Bring Nothing to the Table. It's a little small guide for the beginners. Then we have Too Pretty to Pay Bills. That's another one, and that's a little bit thicker. That's more for the people that want the meat of it. And then we have Sprinkle Sprinkle, which is my self-titled Sprinkle Sprinkle book, and it has like all my sayings and information in it and all this kind of stuff. So definitely check out all my books. There are plenty of books in there for you to choose from. I definitely suggest maybe getting them for Christmas for yourself or for other people. Thank you, Sister Juan, Sprinkle Sprinkle. So, and my message is not supposed to make anyone think a certain way. It's supposed to just make people think. Do you understand? There's a difference. Okay. He said he won't talk to people who don't got luxury stuff. I haven't responded since he's texting me saying he was joking and dramatic. What do I do? Text him a link of whatever you want him to buy you that's luxury. And say, well, now if you buy me something, I'll have something luxury and you can talk to me. And be serious about it, because, it sounded like he was sneak dissing you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway. Yes, so definitely happy about the Sprinkle Sprinkle movement. And I'm not telling you what to think. I'm telling you how to think. Okay. If y'all notice, everyone's situation is very different. Everyone's culture is different. Everyone's circumstance is different. So instead of doing exactly what the next person is doing, which doesn't work for everyone, you got to learn how to think on your toes, how to be smart, how to choose the best decisions for yourself and your future. You know what I'm saying? So I think we have to say that for the young people that are watching, because a lot of people don't realize I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you how to think, which also allows you to have your own free mind and your own free will. Not what to think, but how to think. Okay, there's a big, huge difference. And a lot of people don't realize that everyone has free will. And what I teach is how to view yourself, how to understand things, how to clap back, how to do what's best for you, not what exactly to do. Okay. Everybody, thank y'all for being members. I see Lisa, the creator, in the house. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for being a member. Yeah, shout out to all my members. Arlen, thank you, girl. Who else? I just shot the few members out that are in here this early, so thank y'all. Yes, I'm in my office today. I had to take care of a little Patreon card writing this morning and like lock into my emails and stuff and answering my Patreon members. So thank y'all if y'all are on the Patreon. I'm sending out y'all's cards today or tomorrow. Thank you. What if he says no pay for nails because I work? Then get the other one to pay for them, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If a man tells you he's not paying for your nails because you work, you're talking to the wrong man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I really wouldn't ask men for nail money anyway. I'm just going to ask them for big money, and they don't need to know what it's for. Could be for Aunt Ethel for all they know. Fake Aunt Ethel. I'm not telling them specifically what stuff is for. Like, that's my business. I think women will learn that as they get older, that they don't need to tell everybody everything. Thank you, La Peaches, for being a member too. So, like, think about a woman who's 45 years old, my age. Or do you think we're going to go talk to some man about some nail money? No, we're going to talk about some real money, man. Some vacation money. And if we have a fake Aunt Ethel, we're talking about fake Aunt Ethel. We getting big money. We're not getting no chump change. Okay. We're getting the whole credit card. We got events to plan, fake dinner parties to plan. You know, we got fake grocery shopping to do. So aim bigger. Thank you, Deandra. What do you do if they like you but don't approach? Then they don't like you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't do nothing. How do they like you if they're not even approaching you? That makes no sense. That's like saying someone is cold but won't go into the warm heat. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I think so many people are delusional about who likes you and who doesn't. People can admire you. They can think you're pretty. But if a man really likes you, he's going to do what he needs to do to impress you. And he will definitely approach if he's masculine enough. I mean, if a man is not willing to approach, he's not masculine enough. So therefore, why would you want to deal with him? Okay. We don't need to deal with unmasculine men these days. There's too many other people to, deal with that are going to approach. Thank you for all you do. Sprinkle, sprinkle, secure the bag, dust-free era. Thank you, T. Yes, thanks for being a member. All right. Back in the old days, like in the 90s, if you were approached, that means that dude likes you. If you weren't approached, that means he don't like you. It was very simple back in the old days. If they came up to you, they liked you. If they didn't, they didn't. Thank you, Doris. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Sheer Provider. Got you a new Benz for Christmas. Oh my gosh, Doris, congratulations. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, she's going to be rolling in style. Get it, girl. Was there a bow on it and everything? All right. So, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what about dreams that make you feel sad? Girl, when you wake up, you should be happy that the dream wasn't true. Then you'll be happy again. Thank you, Grace. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to ask Sugar Daddy 4 years for extra for Christmas allowance increase. Shall I say it's for gym fit? Girl, yes. Say it's for all of the above, gym and family. That way you get extra. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if men find you intimidating? Then you're not aiming high enough when you are targeting the men that you're trying to attract. Aim higher. Okay? Like, be bold with it. If you're gonna be intimidating as a woman, if you have money, if you already have your bag, you gotta aim much, much higher for the type of men that you want to, not like that are not intimidated by it. So if men are intimidated by your success, you need to aim for people way, way more successful than you. Okay? If it's about your looks or how you act, then you need to aim for people that are perfectly, understanding of what the situation is. Like, they already know they're going to be with you because of your looks. That's not the issue. That's what they want you for. So you need to, aim higher, or make sure you understand who your target is. So the sprinkle sprinkle movement has helped so many women and families get out of poverty and poverty cycle, get out of dustiness and pygmishness. It's literally helped so many people level up, start businesses, become entrepreneurs, increase their net worth and bank accounts and savings. Okay. I feel like just that alone is awesome. Okay. Just the amount of women who have written me telling me that they are now entrepreneurs making money instead of clocked in somewhere, not liking their job. Just that alone makes me even more happy, because now not only can you get his money, but now you can get your money as well. You know what I'm saying? So I very much think that even in the industry today, most of the celebrities or musicians or actresses, they have to have a whole brand or another couple of streams of income, just because of how, technology is increasing and, things are changing. They have to have more than one stream of income as well now. And that is literally part of the sprinkle, sprinkle, and level up movement, is to do better and do more, and understand that, because it's not gonna go backwards. It's only gonna go forward. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You say he never gives you cold hard cash, only gift cards, or orders you a specific thing you want my door. What? He only give you his card, but he said only buy groceries and cash back didn't work. Okay. Um, I told y'all how to start businesses with credit cards. Okay. Buy your inventory online. Buy your inventory from the grocery store. If you're going to start a little Etsy store, you can buy a lot of stuff from the grocery store with that card and start your own business. You can buy inventory. You can buy wholesale stuff online with that credit card, and there's your startup inventory. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Somebody give me a credit card, I'm going to have a business in like less than a week. Okay. I'm not finna go shopping and buy a purse that's gonna be out of style in 2 years. I'm finna get me a whole business that's gonna be profiting enough to buy 18 purses. That's gonna be out of style in 2 years. 18 a month, 18 purses a month. Do you know how much money that you can make if you're smart with these dudes giving you stuff? That's part of the sprinkle sprinkle movement. You got to be smart in this world. Can't be a stupid idiot. If a man hand me a credit card, I'm coming back with businesses. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle, LLCs, ma'am. I'm getting online, buying that inventory, wholesale, setting up my little shop online, putting that information in. I'm in business, literally. All the money that comes through that is mine now. So use them credit cards for what they're really for, okay? To level yourself up. Don't be out there buying stupid stuff. Because think about this. You spend that money on some inventory and start your little online business or drop ship company or whatever. Amazon store, I don't even care, whatever. Lash company, nail company, wig company, girl, I don't care, whatever. And a couple of weeks or a month from now, you're going to have more money than that dude was trying to give you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all need to be smart. Y'all go into the mall, y'all should be going online to the wholesale drop ship. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Or at least create a business fund. And if you figure out what you want to do, it's there. If they're giving you money. You said, is it bad to use credit cards for business? No, because the bank wouldn't give out business credit cards if it were bad. And especially if it's his credit card, he gave it to you to spend however you want. I don't see anything wrong with it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Remember, the sprinkle, sprinkle movement is to get money. Yes, you might get it through a man, but remember, the whole thing is to become rich yourself, ladies. Not just standing next to a rich man, but also to become rich yourself. That's why whenever Pygmishas or Dusties come in here asking me, well, what if your man does this? And what if your man does that? Don't matter. I'm already got my money because I know what to do with money that I'm given. Okay. So, you know, that's what you gotta, that's what sprinkle, sprinkle movement is also about. Get your money to, ladies. Yes, because think about this. If someone gives you $10,000, well, you're going to Chanel, or you're going online to start up a company that's going to make you $100,000 or more in a year or two from now. What you gonna do? It's all about what you choose to do. That's part of the sprinkle, sprinkle movement. Now, if you're going to go to the Chanel store, great. Make him buy you the stuff. And then when he gives you the money, then start your business. Or save, buy you a Chanel, and then go invest the rest. However much money they're giving you, split it up different ways and invest in yourself. Okay. Because if you don't, a lot of y'all going to be looking silly when things don't remain the same with that person. So you have to make sure you're getting money. Okay. You said you were blind, now you see. Mm-hmm. Because like I've witnessed a lot of women who have men that have money, and their closets are full of designer clothes. And there's nothing wrong with designer clothes and designer purses and designer shoes, but they have no business sense. And most of the stuff goes out of style within a year or two. Then they ended up have to sell it or give it away anyway. You know, so you got to make sure that you're also, if you're with a rich man, you also need to be rich in places besides your closet. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you do if he keeps asking for dudes and you don't, girl? Tell him tell him you don't do that. And if he's looking for the type of women that does that, direct him somewhere else or wherever website you found him on, ma'am. Okay. Can't believe y'all are still dealing with dudes that ask for dudes. It's almost 2025. Come on. Okay. You know the good thing about being older? They're not going to ask for nudes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're going to ask for wish lists, bank account numbers, Amazon wish lists, ring size. They're not going to be asking. See, they know the young women are desperate or gullible enough to fall for the okie doke. They're not asking old women for no. They're not asking anybody over a certain age for nudes. Okay. So just remember that the only reason they're asking y'all is because y'all are young and don't know any better. Or they don't want to see a 45-year-old woman. They just want to make sure they can impress her. Because see, a lot of men won't date women their own age because they're not going to be sending no nudes. They know better. They're like, okay, well, if she sent me some, how many did she send to the other dude? How many else of them are floating out there? I just can't be wifey because she got stuff floating around online. So you do it and you send it, you done. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said he's a millionaire and seemed interested at first, but how now he barely texts back. What should I do? Text the other billionaire. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you got one, you can get two, man. Promise you. Promise you. You don't have another millionaire on your roster, that's where you went wrong. Keep going. Just like you're not the only one on his roster. Y'all don't understand this? The millionaire ain't texting you back as much because he's texting another chick, which means you should be texting another millionaire. Mm-hmm. But yes, let's back. Oops, y'all. Okay, so sprinkle, sprinkle movement. It's so funny now. Like people are everywhere I go. People are asking me, "Are you SheRaSeven? Are you sprinkle, sprinkle lady? Can I take a picture with you?" And this is like dramatically changed since maybe last year or 2 years ago. Before anybody kind of knew who I was on that scale, because of I guess TikTok and Instagram and people sharing the videos and stuff. Um, but I don't mind it. But it's just like I met a lot of you guys when I'm out and about, and it's kind of funny that y'all recognize me, and I think that's so sweet. I take pictures with y'all, so I appreciate y'all. Yes. So yeah, sprinkle sprinkle movement is definitely for thinkers. It's definitely for entrepreneur-minded women. The goal is to get rich after you get a man that has money. You're supposed to get it. Okay. And if y'all haven't been watching the YouTube videos for the last however many years, y'all won't get that from the clips online. You're just getting small snippets of stuff. If you watch the YouTube channel, you're going to get the entrepreneurship. You're going to get how to flip money. You're going to get how to save money. You're going to get how to invest back into yourself. You're going to get the financial information that goes with getting a man with money. Because like I said, if you're standing next to a rich man, you're supposed to be rich after knowing him for a certain amount of time. You're supposed to be able to get rich too, ma'am. And a lot of people don't put those, clips on social media, on TikTok, because they only want a certain, comeback or clap back. They don't want the entire video. So I'm about my money. I've been about my money since I've been about men. Before I've been about men, I've always been about my money. Okay. And if I'm going to entertain any type of man in my life, I'm going to be getting money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So what if you don't want to start a business? Well, then you better find a way to make money in your sleep at the same time. There's plenty of ways to do that without starting a business. If you just research it, you will find your answers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Because think about this. A lot of people don't want to do this and don't want to do that. And that's perfectly understandable. It's not for everybody. But if you could find a way to make money in your sleep, you should definitely do it. by investing it in something, perhaps. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember when I first started my Poshmark, I used to have a Poshmark store, right? You can sell whatever you want to sell on Poshmark mostly. And then like once you make a certain amount of sales, you can sell brand new stuff. Like you can create a little boutique on there. And I know they have all these other new places now, but you don't really need that much to start a Poshmark except for a phone and a printer and a little bank account. That's all you really need. You got a phone, you got a little printer. You can get free postal boxes and stuff from the post office for packaging. And once you pass a certain amount of sales for selling like your own stuff, and it's not that much, then you can start selling new merchandise, and what a lot of people do. I can tell you the first year that I was on Poshmark, I probably made about $15,000. Why? And that was just in my spare time. That wasn't like something that I was focused on. That was just, chump change along with all my videos, all my books. Like that's just another stream. And I was selling like my Level Up cosmetics through there in the beginning, and then I switched to Shopify, but that's where I started off at. And I also sold other stuff as well on there, like expensive things that I would find antiquing or thrifting. I remember I found like a $500 dress and I sold it. I found like a bunch of like Chloe and Givenchy stuff that I sold just at thrift stores that I paid like $5, $10 for. So, and I wasn't looking for those items. I was just out doing, what I normally do. And then you just stumble upon treasures sometimes that they make you money, sprinkle, sprinkle. So anyway, so yeah, Sprinkle Sprinkle movement is definitely about getting your money too. Not just his, but yours too. And that's why I say if you always have another one on the roster, when one doesn't come through, the other one will. And you already have your own business, so you're not super worried about the other person, or you're not over emotional about this person or that person, because you have an actual focus, which is yourself, your own well-being, your business, or your investments, or whatever it is your project is that increases you. You have that instead of only, focusing on one person. Okay. So, okay, so let's go back to the Sprinkle Sprinkle movie. So, a lot of people claim Sprinkle Sprinkle, but they don't know what it really is. That's why I'm making this video, because they only get a little snippet of it on TikTok or Instagram. They don't get what it really is. It's about having your own money by taking his. Okay? Or allowing him to give you money to start your own business or savings or investment or whatever it is. It's not about sitting there looking stupid. Okay? Mm-hmm. So I feel the best when women like tell me their stories about. That's why I promote women entrepreneurs on my channel. And a lot of them, have been watching my videos for many, many years. And like I said, decided to start their own businesses, which is why I promote them. Because there's nothing better than a woman who has her own mind, her own business, and a man funding it. if so she could save all of her money. So just imagine this. Most people are afraid to start a business because they're afraid to lose money. But if that's not even your money in the beginning because a man gave it to you, you're not losing anything. You're getting free startup money. There's no risk because you can't lose. So think about how many more women would actually be brave enough to start a business, whether it's small or something big, if they had a man's backing, if they had a man's money to do it, if they weren't afraid to fail, if they weren't afraid to quit their job, if they weren't afraid of this, if they weren't afraid of that. A lot more people would literally become business owners, entrepreneurs. And if they don't like the everyday tasks of handling a business, they can literally make enough money to hire someone to do that for them. And they just collect the money. See? Okay. I know a lot of women are young and they're not focused on that right now, but um, I didn't start any of my businesses until I was like in my 30s. After I had been a housewife for many years and just chilling and living the best life, swimming by the pool, hanging out with my kids, hanging out with the family, after they got to the age to where they were going to school every day. And I was like, what can I do? I started the channel. I started doing this. I started doing that. I found so many ways to get money. There was hardly any risk involved because I was getting money from him and it didn't even matter. So the rest is history. So the sprinkle movement is literally being free enough to be brave enough to get your own money while you get his. Sprinkle. Yeah. Thank you. All right. You remember my swimming pool videos, girl? Yeah, sprinkle. Those were the days. Okay. He said he added on your socials because he is stalking you. He regrets what he lost. Well, then he need to pay. Sprinkle. Where is he giving you money? What do you do if you have a rich man, but he complains whenever he wants to give you money? I don't care as long as I get in the money. They can complain all they want. Don't let, as long as they're giving the money, who cares? Mm-hmm. Yet someone says everyone is so afraid and programmed. Not me. Like, thank you, V, for being a member. So if you're afraid of something, it just means you haven't done it yet successfully. Once you do something successfully, you ain't afraid of it no more. I remember I was afraid to write my first book. Now I got a whole bunch of books. No fear. Sprinkle. I remember I was afraid to do so many things. And then I did them and I wasn't afraid no more. So sprinkle. Okay. You said any advice for a newlywed? Girl, I don't know. It depends on what culture you're in because it differs from different cultures. So I don't know, what culture are you in? Like, are you in the traditional culture where the wife cooks and clean? Or are you well taken care of and you do what you want? Thank you, Right World. Sprinkle. You're in your early 20s. You take care of yourself a lot. You feel like men all ages think I won't go for them. Or what is it? Or what it is. If they're older and you're much younger and attractive, they don't want to seem creepy. So you have to make eye contact with them and make them feel like you're interested without, doing too much, because a lot of old men don't realize that younger women actually want to deal with them. So you got to let them know in some form or fashion. Okay. Okay, and the sprinkle movement, yes, it has a lot to do with confidence. And building your confidence is also building everything that makes a woman or just a person in general confident within themselves. So looks are actually, something that give you confidence. Intelligence gives you confidence. And money in that bank account gives you confidence. Okay. So that's why it's an all-around movement of self-improvement. Thank you, Alicia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you deal with a client who won't pay you the money when they owe you for a job you did? Okay. You get the money first or you get a down payment, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. In every form of business, they always get like 75% down or at least 50. You got to start doing business like a businesswoman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If you know your value, you could charge up front. So for example, if you would provide some type of a service and the service is complete, everything is how it was supposed to be, then definitely you should have been paid. Thank you, M. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Advice for newlywed who does not clean and cook, not required princess treatment. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Have a life of your own outside of him. So when he goes to work or whatever, go do something for yourself. Make sure you're putting yourself as a priority. Go to spas, get your skincare, take care of yourself, create a hobby or join something. Definitely do other things besides just focus on him, because if you're newlywed and all you do is focus on that one man, it's the honeymoon stage is going to end faster. Okay, so you need to spread it out by also having more interests in your life rather than him. Okay, and stay cute. All right, stay cute, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. Stay cute. And have your own life and other interests besides him, because he's still going to be chasing you if you're not, always up under him. You said spa and self-care cost so much money. Well, then do it yourself. Invest in the products. That's cheaper than going there. And stay home. Order all your spa products on Amazon or whatever store. Get all your masks and humidifiers and whatnot, and do it yourself. It's cheaper to do it yourself if you can't afford it. But if he has money, go do what you got to do, man. Thank you, Ocean Devotion. Sprinkle, sprinkle, leveling up works. Yes. A lot of women that afford spas and spa treatments also have all that spa stuff at home too, because they have to maintain and keep up in between. All right. Who it is? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to deal with nosy, creepy bosses. He's my age. Give him some fake tea. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him some fake stories. He'll be invested in the fake stories that you make up. Then it'll be your own little private joke to laugh about. Okay. Okay. Cup the Cake Master says she looked like a goddess at her husband's Christmas work party, and the next day he bought her some shoes and jewelry. Invested in myself and getting more now. Yes, that's how it works. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A man takes care of his wife when he's, showing off through her. And, a man who has, a provider type of man normally shows off through his wife, how she's looking, how she's, how well rested she looks, how nice she looks in her, attire, her jewelry, and her car, and all that kind of stuff. So, okay. So, yes, a lot of people tell me that they watch my videos. And when I look at the not the demographics, the analytics on my videos, a lot of people that watch my videos are not subscribed because I guess they're hiding it from their man or whatever. A lot of people should just get a second account and go ahead and subscribe, because that way you get the notifications and stuff when I go live. Thank you, Alicia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, you've been following my advice. You got a great provider. You take care of myself. You look your best when you're with your provider, but you lack the attitude and personality to make myself next level. Okay. Well, then, like, leveling up is a process. You have to reach it in all ways in order to do it. So if you don't feel like you're ready to move on to the next level yet, enjoy this level. Enjoy the level that you're at until you're ready to move forward. Because I think a lot of people think that you have to rush leveling up. You don't have to rush nothing. Okay. It's all on your time. So if you're happy where you are, if you're getting your bag, if you're doing everything that you love to do, then why are you rushing to the next level? Enjoy this level. There's many levels. Okay. So many people don't even enjoy leveling up because they're rushing through it. Enjoy what you've already accomplished. And then when you're ready, that's when you're going to level up even higher. When you're ready, when everybody else and everything else falls in place, then you're going to be like, okay, it's time for the next phase. And then you will level up. But you have to be comfortable and enjoy where you are, because then it becomes literally a job. And leveling up is not supposed to be hard work. It's supposed to be enjoyable. And you're supposed to reap the benefits of all the things that you've already worked for. If you continue to try to level up and don't even enjoy what you've already worked for, then what's the point? Yeah, enjoy the process. You know, a lot of people try to do things too fast, and they say haste makes waste. Enjoy. Like, I've come a long way since I started my channel. I'm enjoying every moment. I'm not rushing a thing. When you rush too much, they say sometimes you become so high or, out of the perspective of others, and you can't relate to them anymore. Now, I've risen up past a certain point to certain people that I don't relate to anymore. But if I would have tried to level up at a huge, fast rate, then I would be so far gone, I wouldn't be able to even talk to people and understand them anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I prefer to level up as other people should, at their own pace and at their own enjoyment level. Okay. Because, I plan on living a very, very long time. So I got plenty of time to do what I got to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Got plenty time to do what I got to do. Dang. Motorcycle out there. It's loud. You say you're not dating, only accepting sponsors right now. That's funny. Okay. You said any business ideas. Yes, the ones you're passionate about and will do for free. That way you're going to make a lot of money on it. Think about this. What do you love to do most in this world? If you made that into a business, you'd be super rich quick. Thank you, Goddess Warren. 'Tis the sprinkle, sprinkle season. Goddess Shira and classmates having a ball in these H-Town streets. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Goddess Warren. I just wrote you back on the Patreon. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. So let's see. Um, Trying to find some good questions. You said Shira pops up on his timeline as well. You can't hide. I know, yeah, I can't hide from nobody no more, child. Like, I'm popping up everywhere, even if you didn't look for me. Because so many people keep posting my stuff. But it's not me. Like, I ain't that busy. Okay. So the difference between me and some other influencers is I didn't start off as an influencer. There wasn't even a such thing as an influencer when I started YouTube. People just had a YouTube channel. And a lot of them weren't even getting paid because that wasn't like the majority of people on YouTube. So I didn't start off because of a trend. I didn't start off because of an aesthetic. So y'all have to understand, a lot of people start off because it's a trend. They start their social media because it's a trend. There's an aesthetic. Da 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 da. There's, you know, a template to follow. That's not how we started back in the old days. We just got on a camera and started talking. There was no aesthetic. There was no nothing. The only aesthetic they used to have back in those days is make sure the background was clean and you had a candle burning. That was literally it. Girl, clean up that background, light that candle. That's literally all you have to do back in the old days to have a decent YouTube channel, and you had to be talking about something. Oh, Tasia, I hope I said that right. You're moving to a country where your boyfriend lives and fear having no one else to talk to. How can I avoid becoming emotionally dependent on him? Sprinkle. Well, you can get online and make friends with people online before you get there. Like join some type of groups online near this in the cities or the place that you're going to be moving next to. Maybe join some clubs or like a gym or something around there or something like join some type of community activity and make friends once you get there. Uh, Become a volunteer, join a gym, join, some type of activity and meet other people so you're not dependent on them. That's the fastest way to do it, is to join something that allows you to be social right away. Thank you, Stella. What are the traits of a leveled up woman? The traits of a leveled up woman is anyone who has high confidence in themselves, know how to get their bag, and his money too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Update: the company Christmas party was a success. He told me I was the perfect arm candy, and his clients and friends all loved me. How to now ask for allowance, steady money. Okay, so he bought you the dress. I remember you. So he bought you the dress for the Christmas party. So see, you're so sweet. That dress was perfect. Now, wherever we go, people are going to react the same way. So I got to stay looking good for you. Then start sending him more links to dresses and tell him you need other stuff done, spa stuff, and he'll give you the money because it's making him look good. Thank you, Ocean Devotion. You put on my recommended perfumes, put on the eyeliner, lip gloss, dressed bougie, put on the attitude. I noticed much difference in how people were treating me. I was the one they wanted to get to know about. Thanks, Shira. Oh, thank you, Ocean Devotion. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, what perfumes you put on, girl? Anyway, yes, you got to do what you got to do. It worked. You got to keep going. Keep doing it. You said, how can you become nicer to your provider, girl? If they don't deserve it, you can't do it, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And guys like mean women anyway. Keeps them on their toes. Okay. Your provider is stopper rich. Oh, super rich, but wants you to move to a town that's in the middle of nowhere. Like they don't even have a mall. What do I do? Girl, they got Amazon. You can order from all the designer stores. Sometimes people move out to the middle of nowhere because they can get more for less. So is he building a dream house? Is he building a mansion with like a bunch of land and a pool or something? Like, what's he doing out in the middle of nowhere? Because if it's not for a luxurious reason, I'm not doing it. Okay. If you're going to be out in the middle of nowhere, you better have the best looking house in the middle of nowhere. That's all I know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And you can always drive into town or take a little trip to go to the mall if you miss it. But until then, you can order online. You can shop online, baby. Oh, you leveled up and got engaged in less than 1 year, Nikki. Oh my gosh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Congrats. You said Portia from Real Housewives of Atlanta is very sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. The sprinkle, sprinkle movement. It's just knowing your value and your worth and investing it back into yourself. That's literally all it is. I mean, but it's a cool little movement because so many people are following it. It's catchy, and I think a lot of people realize their worth now and are not ashamed of it. Like as a woman, women used to be ashamed of saying, their value. Women used to be ashamed of being proud of themselves or, only being about dating providers. But now it's okay to do it. It's the norm now. A lot of people were taking a lot less than they actually wanted to take because of society. And so the sprinkle sprinkle movement just made everything okay. You know, it made it okay to want a provider. It made it okay to love yourself and to put yourself as a priority. It made it okay for a woman to know her value and to not be afraid to let other people know it. Okay. So yeah, sprinkle sprinkle movement has helped so many women globally and boost self-esteem of young and older. It's helped more than women, actually. It's actually helped a lot of men become less dusty and level up their finances because they already saw the direction that women were going and how they were thinking. So if they want to be a part of it, if they want to be a part of any woman's life on a certain level, they know they got to get their money up too. So it definitely helped. Sprinkle, sprinkle. hmm You said, how would you start from nothing at 21 and being heartbroken? Well, do you at least have a job? Because at 21, everybody gets heartbroken, ma'am. That's just the first lesson to learn. That means you're understanding life better now because you did too much and didn't get the results you wanted. When you invest in other people and not yourself, you get heartbroken. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Especially if they're not investing back into you. So if you're investing into a person and they're not investing to you, your heart is up on the line, ma'am or sir. If they're not investing in you even more, your heart's going to be broken even more. So lesson learned. Move along. Everybody learns that lesson young. It's better to learn it young than old. So get your money together, date up. Don't date nothing broke. And invest in yourself. Whatever they give you, take it and put it back into yourself. Don't give, give, give. Especially if you're young, you ain't got to do that. Thank you, Karina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Been with your boyfriend for 5 years. Y'all been 50-50 on rent and you pay for groceries, but he takes care of everything else. I put a car in my name. How to make him pay for more, or we are 25. Okay, y'all are too young. Y'all are doing the struggle love movement. Okay. I don't teach this, but if you're already in it, you're dating a man that's too young to give you more. You know what I'm saying? Unless he goes out and get more streams of income. He's too young to give you the type of lifestyle that you're looking for. because he's in his 20s. What can he do? Unless he has 2 or 3 jobs, he can't do any much more than that. So I always suggest that women date older men who already are more established and have more money. If you're going to date men your own age, you're signing up for struggle love unless they're already rich or already have money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't teach struggle love. The only thing he can do is get a couple of more streams of income legally. Okay. Or apply for a higher paying position, whatever he's doing now. Or start his own business if he has some type of skill or, quality or whatever he could do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, that's part of the sprinkle, sprinkle movement too. I don't teach struggle love, but we're all about, skipping that part. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, like I always tell people, no matter what level of income you're at, whether you're rich, middle class, upper middle class, wealthy, whatever, you should still want to skip that struggle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And remember, any man that allows you to struggle don't really love you anyway. They're just with you to be with you. They don't really love you enough to provide for you. That's a different type of love. Like you can be infatuated with somebody, you can want to spend time with somebody, you can be attracted to somebody. But if you are a man and you want to be the full provider because you love this woman and don't want her to suffer or struggle, that's real true love. And most 25-year-olds men, they're not financially ready for that type of thing unless they have several streams of income, businesses or whatever. But okay, so let's talk about the women who don't date older and they date their same age and da 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 da. The sprinkle sprinkle movement is about, if you can't date older or you don't want to date older, to date several. All right. That means don't put all your eggs in one basket. If he can't do it all, the next one may be able to do a little bit more. This is where a lot of people don't like my message. They start to feel like this is wrong. That's where you stop then. Then you don't listen to it after that. You go with what you agree with, and you leave the other information for those women who are able to do that, or they feel like it's okay. Because I feel like it's okay if you're dealing with a grown, able-bodied man that can't fully support or provide for you. What else are you supposed to do? Suffer and struggle with him? We have different sets of moral standards depending on how we think, or how we were raised, or our culture, or da da da. So after a certain amount of thinking, you choose for yourself what you feel comfortable with. I say you're single and you have a roommate if you're playing 50-50 and you don't have a man. That's my belief. But someone else may feel like if they worked hard for 20 years, which is struggle, that their man is going to eventually make it. That's called struggle love. And that's called Barbara the Building. And the sprinkle sprinkle movement is literally skipping that step by dating either more than one who have enough to give you, or one that has more money, then investing back into yourself, starting your own business, or investing or saving or doing whatever. And we skip the struggle love, because usually in struggle love is where you get stuck struggling, because you become too attached to the struggle and the trauma bond that you build by struggling together, instead of the reality that your whole goal was to be successful in life. Okay, so many people get addicted to the struggle rather than the success of what the struggle was supposed to bring. You can literally skip the struggle if you just date up, date richer, date older. So, and a long time ago, most women did. Most women dated older because they were able to afford to provide and take care of them. That's how it was a long time ago. Most people married slightly older or a lot older. This day and age, they're marrying more for looks. I'm not getting ready to struggle for no six-pack dude. I'm not getting ready to struggle for no attractive man. That, like, I would rather like, because you can struggle by yourself and date several attractive men. You don't need to be shacked up with one. Like, literally. You're just limiting yourself to one attractive roommate if you're struggling with a grown man, when you can have more than one if if you're just going to plan to struggle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So think about it. You said if you plan to struggle, you might as well be single and free. Exactly. And at least you have a chance to meet someone with more money, because you're not occupied with a dusty or someone that you're struggling with. And like I said, dusty is not a permanent position. Eventually somebody may level up and get more. But you also have to ask yourself, will he still want you? Because usually when men level up, they level up everything. They level up women, the type of woman they like, and everything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What would you say when he says Louboutins are too expensive for Christmas? I don't know, ma'am. Like, how much are they? Like, for Christmas, that's all you want? That's not a lot. I say ask the other man, because that one ain't got enough, man. Like, how much is he making? He don't have no business credit card. He don't have no credit card. You said he's cheap fee? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Aren't they like what, $600-700? That's not a lot of money, man. He had all year. Doesn't he have a savings account? Are you just not worth $600? I'll be offended. Believe it or not, I literally have wigs that cost more than that. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Get another one. You could keep him and get whatever gift he's gonna give you, but get some more gifts from other people. You said an iPad is $600. Honestly, if that's what you want from that particular man, great. Maybe if you just ask for the money instead, he just give you the money. I don't know. I'd ask for the money instead and then go buy whatever I wanted. Okay. Um, Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so how many of you ladies that are part of the sprinkle, sprinkle movement had to let go of some of your pick-me-sha friends, and how did you feel about it? Let me see some comments, because I know a lot of women ask me about this. Like, yes, when you level up to a certain level, you have to let go of certain people, or they'll let go of you, because a lot of people aren't, like I said, on the same level or on the same phases in life. And there's nothing wrong with growing. Thank you, Melissa. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Should you not tell a provider you do stand-up comedy? I mean, if they don't need to know, they don't need to know, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Are you going to invite him to one of your shows or something? I mean, well, it didn't really matter. Okay. So a lot of y'all have lost pick-me-sha friends or whatever. gotten to know how they really feel about you. Oh, thank you. See, somebody sent me a cash app. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. What's your name? Adunola. Adenola. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, you said you have surface level friend. You don't tell them what you do. Good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't give people too much information about yourself if you don't want to. Like, if you don't want to invite him to your show, your comedy show, don't tell him until later, when you feel like he's worthy. But we don't have to tell people everything. Siren Sin says it's better to be with one less friend than to continue hiding or suppressing who I am. That's true. You have to drop your broke friends. It's a must. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Your friend became envious and jealous of you because you were leveling up consistently. She dismissed herself. Okay. Well, sometimes that's what happens. They'll dismiss themselves. And part of the sprinkle sprinkle movement is to grow. And you can't grow if you're surrounded by people that are keeping you at a stagnant level. So that's definitely part of, leveling up and everything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And remember, it's not your job to save your pygmy friend. It's their job to witness your level up and your growth and your success, and then to take matters into their own hands to do the same with them. You're only leading by example. You don't have to lecture them. You don't have to tell them they're wrong. You don't have to do any of those things. Your best teaching tool is living by example. Okay? Mm-hmm. You said your friend is with her young boyfriend, but he treats her well and says he wants to provide eventually. You married someone 20 years older and takes care of me. Okay, Kilo, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, that's wonderful. Pick me friend that's married said, if you want a high value man, the guy will have 10 other options to her. Like, if I wouldn't have options either. Exactly. Like, if they got options, you got options if you can pull them. Okay. Thank you, Earth Angel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Living as a roommate now with 4-year anniversary in a few days. Tips on gaining self-confidence after being a placeholder for so long. You're 28. Girl, it's time to move on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're 28, you ain't got no ring. He's not a full provider. I would literally take this moment to be dating other men who are able to fully provide, who actually are moving towards, wanting. I don't know if you're already married. You said for your anniversary. So I don't know if you're still married. You say you're a placeholder. So I'm not sure if that's married or not. But if you ain't married, man, go dating around, because if that's what you want to do, I'm just saying, don't let that man hold you hostage from meeting your future provider. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Camille. You find a guy who likes you 10 times more and he asked me to be exclusive after a month. I'm not ready to give that up yet. How do I ask him for more? You tell him that you need reassurance before you give your exclusivity, which it could be a lump sum in your savings account. It could be a direct deposit every month. It could be whatever you need him to do for you in order to assure you that he's serious about being exclusive with you and that he's willing to invest in you. So it could be anything. It could be him giving you enough money to start a business without wanting anything back in return. So whatever it is you come up with, you got to negotiate that. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Learn how to negotiate what you need and what you want in order to be exclusive. And a lot of people don't realize this, but when a woman is this choosy, it lets that man know that she just doesn't deal with just anybody. Okay. And that it would take a lot for another man to come and take his place if you're doing all of this and he got to do all of that. So it's also reassuring his faith in you as someone that he's going to be in a relationship with, that it's going to be hard to take you away from him if you require all this. So it's reassuring to him too. Just make your list, man. If you don't really want to settle down, make that list long of things he got to do. Maybe it'll take him a little time to do it. Okay, your pick Misha will compliment you and level up and then make herself victim. It was strange. I only had the guts to let her go because of you. Thank you, Shira. Uh-oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I'm sorry, but you do have to move forward. Maybe she'll catch up soon. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. All right. Another thing that people have realized due to the level up sprinkle, sprinkle movement, a lot of people realize that their family members, because a lot of you ask me in here, what if your family says you're doing too much, or you're dressing too nice, or you're wearing too much makeup, or you should not worry about if a man is rich or not. Like, a lot of people's true, pygmishas come out in their family because they don't want you to outdo them. A lot of times families are, competition, and they don't even know, like, family members are their competition, or they don't want you to do better than them, or they're jealous because you're doing the least and getting the most. So a lot of people's jealous family members will surface. And, that's kind of sad because that's family. So I know a lot of you all asked me about that. So, like I said, the more you invest in yourself, the more you love yourself, the more you put yourself as a priority, you're going to start to see people who don't value doing the same thing because they feel some type of way about themselves. It shouldn't bother another person by you wanting to improve your life. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Notice Pygmisha vents a lot about her bad choices and expects you to be there for her. Girl, I'm not getting, like, I'm just going to say, well, stop dating Dusties. Problem solved. What? You said a friend got ghosted and she can't get herself together. She should have had more than one, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why I tell you, always have more than one so you don't hyper fixate and get obsessed over one. You put your eggs all in one basket and then look crazy at the end of the day where you ain't got nothing left. You got to have several baskets and several eggs. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Lesson learned. She'll probably never repeat that again. Tell her date several. Keep one on the roster. You said, what's my net worth? I don't know. I don't check that. I don't be checking up on myself. I don't even Google myself that often unless I'm looking for something that I need for the internet. Approval or some type of verification. I don't do that. I think more people Google me than I would Google myself. I don't do all of that. I just collect and keep it moving. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know he never even provided, just sucked all your inner. Girl, Julie, don't let them do that to you. You got to get their money. This is just my office. A little office space that I have. Sometimes I come here, sometimes I stay home. Just depends on how I'm feeling. If I want to get up and get dressed and look professional, I'll come in, do my videos from here, or I'll do them at home. It don't matter. You said my net worth is infinite. That's right, ma'am. Period. You said you notice pick niches don't want solutions. That's a lot of people. I was reading some meme the other day, and it's like from some dude. He had money. I don't know who he was, but he said, poor people make excuses. Rich people find a way. And it's not classist. It's just truth and observation. Okay, it's literally a way of thinking. So if someone stays in a certain mentality, they'll never move forward. Sprinkle Sprinkle movement gets you out of a certain mentality and gets you into one of abundance and gives you solutions, gives you clarity, gives you options, gives you permission. Some people are like that horse that's tied to a plastic chair that won't go anywhere. They need permission to understand their value. Uh-oh, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay, Hamdi says she don't work. He pays all the bills. He helps around the house too, never complains. You don't cook or clean. Your 3 boys make us so tired. He catches an attitude and we end up fighting what to do. Get you a nanny, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Get you a nanny or pay them kids to act right. Either one, Sprinkle Sprinkle. You pay them kids to act right, or you hold something over them like, okay, if y'all act right, we're gonna go do this. They're gonna act on their best behavior because that's what they want to go do. Or if they're I don't know how old they are, but if they understand what money is, if they act right, they get this money. You got to give them something to aim for, to behave well for, because otherwise they're just going to act as bad as they want to unless they don't have a reason to act bad. They have something to act good for, they will. So you got to give them some incentive to be good. If it were me, I'll find something that they really want to do, get them all excited to do it, show them the internet commercial and slides and YouTube videos and all the stuff, get them all excited about it. And then I'm saying, guess what? We're going. But only if you're good. If you act bad, we're not going. So you got to get them real excited about something, even if it's something menial. Could be a toy that they want if they're young. But you get them all excited as if you're going to do it. Then you tell them, act right or you ain't getting it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, unknown user. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You pay them or you give them something to work for and be good for. Thank you, unknown user. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whomever wants something finds a way, and whatever doesn't find excuses. Exactly. It takes just as much energy to find the solution than to find an excuse. Just understand that that's literally the mentality. It's how you think. It's not anything else. It literally takes the same amount of energy to come up with a solution versus an excuse. Okay. Their mind is naturally going to turn to excuse making. That's what they're about, not solutions. You can change that mindset by continuously being around people that are solution oriented, being around people that want to improve, being around other people will help you get to that mentality faster that have a similar mentality. That's why the Sprinkle Sprinkle challenge, and not Sprinkle Sprinkle challenge, Sprinkle Sprinkle movement is popular, because it's teaching other people how to, have a similar mentality. Instead of making excuses, they find solutions. Mm-hmm. All right. What to do if makeup makes you look 5 years older? Learn how to do it to where it doesn't. There's different techniques to use, different colors. Like, for example, soften your look with lighter colors versus wearing darker colors. That's not going to age you as much. I notice when I wear darker colors of makeup, it ages me a little bit more than when I wear lighter tones. So try lighter colors. Like instead of doing black liner, maybe do brown or dark brown. Instead of doing a red lip, try a nude. Instead of doing a bunch of like eyeshadow, try something lighter or pink, you know. Go for a more dewy or glowy finish for your skin or your foundation or highlight instead of caked on like super matte stuff. You know what I'm saying? So go for a more softer, youthful look. Mm-hmm. Uh, Axel says most of you women are overweight. But that doesn't stop you from getting a bag though, Axel. Because I got the bag fat and skinny and medium. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's about your mentality. But see, an old man don't care if you got a little extra meat on your bones. Only young men with no money care if a woman is skinny or thin. And he still can't provide her with the lifestyle she desires anyway. So why would she starve herself for a dusty? Okay. Now there are some women who are in great shape and they can pull a rich man and stuff like that. Great. But most men that are dusty want the type of women that they can't afford. All right. So if a woman is sitting here dating a dusty and going 50-50 being a roommate, she's going to need that extra cookie unless she's, losing weight to replace you. Think about it. If you have a woman that's perfectly fit, but you're not a 100% full provider and giving her everything she wants, she's going to catch the attention of another man real quick and easy. And then what you going to do at the end of the day? Be upset because you required the type of woman that you could not afford? Interesting. You said no dust though. Yeah, this is a lot of these dusties don't understand. And they end up with pick Mishas anyway, who they don't even want to take out in public. You know why? Because they can't afford the type of woman they actually prefer. Okay. And the funny thing is, a woman can lose weight faster than you can get your bank account up. In this day and age, a woman can literally lose weight faster than you can get your bank account up. Remember, they got that Ozempic, that trizepatide, that semaglutide shot out there now. In 2 weeks, what you gonna do? All right, you gonna come back in 2 weeks and can't talk trash about most of these women in here? Then your bank account's still gonna look terrible. Right. He said, pay someone else to do your makeup professionally. Oh, I get it free. I don't have to pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I could call people up right now to do my makeup for free. That's not the point. If you're going somewhere and you have an event to go to, definitely, if you can afford it or if you have access to someone to do your makeup, definitely do that. Even if you go buy makeup at Sephora or wherever you go, they'll do your makeup too. If you buy some products. Yeah, I just have to schedule it. Do I ever get sad and emotional? Not really. I think it's also because of my diet. I don't eat meat. So I think I have, I don't know, For those of you out there that don't eat meat, I don't know if that's just me. I don't really get sad because I have too much to be happy about. Okay. So in the process of bettering yourself, yeah, the more you focus on bettering yourself and improving and positive things, the less time you have to be upset, sad, or whatever. If your focus is on something positive, you don't have time to do all of that because your focus is not there. So, for example, if your focus, or let's just put it in terms that some people can understand. If your job is to focus on certain things, you're not going to be thinking about other things if your job is to focus on other things. So make it your job to focus on positive things that are self-improving only. And you'll never have to be sad unless something happens to make you sad. But other than that, if there's no real reason to be sad, why would you search for sadness? All right. You said you don't eat meat either and you feel great and you're grounded. Your emotions are always grounded and you're vegan. Yeah. I think it has a lot to do with it because not sure, but I'm just saying I'm never feeling that way unless a certain event may happen and temporarily makes you a little sad, but then you're over it and like super fast, so you're done. And now you're back to happiness or bliss or whatever. Thank you, leadership. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your spouse sister called you a parasite after he told them he provided and he been complaining about me to them. I don't want to spend time with them for a holiday because I'm upset. What do I do? Girl, get you a Christmas sweater with a worm on it. A Christmas worm. Or find you a sweatshirt with a worm on it and wear it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You could even get you one made. You be petty, man. Get you a shirt made with a worm on it that say sprinkle, sprinkle. But the worm looking cute, got lashes and like lipstick on and stuff. They're gonna be like, oh, your shirt is so cute. What is it? Oh, it's a parasite. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, own it, ma'am. That's how you alchemize that. Get you a little t-shirt made with a little cute worm on it, some makeup on. It has exactly. Oh, what shirt are you wearing, girl? That's parasite. Isn't that what y'all call me? That's my nickname, right? I thought that was a nickname y'all gave me. I decided to embrace it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How dumb you think they gonna feel? Like literally, if you're that petty, how dumb do you really think they're gonna feel? Girl, I'll wait to see the reaction on their face and film it. Entertain yourself, ma'am. It's like, okay, no, get y'all. Get on this website and design me the shirt right quick. Girl, you get your little design skills together. Order that t-shirt or that sweatshirt. You can get real creative and glue some lashes on it if you're that extra. And be like, girl, it's my nickname now. Thank you, Candace. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure, I took your advice. Made to America. Now what? I feel stuck. Girl, you made it to America? Girl, sprinkle, sprinkle. You done got the bag? Okay. Now start looking for rich Americans. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go to the rich part of America or the rich town of America that you're in, the rich side of town. Okay. Now go over there and do all your errands, hang out, do all of that. Get to the rich side. Because I've been watching that 90 Day Fiance, and it is so sad. These people take them to the worst parts of America and have them living in the worst places. And these chicks thought that they were going to be living in like Hollywood or Beverly Hills, and they come into Kentucky and whatnot, living in a 1-bedroom apartment that's shared with a roommate. It's not right. Y'all need to get to the rich side. Once y'all get there, join something. Like join some type of volunteer or go on the rich side of town and start volunteering to do like rich activities with these like ladies of leisure and get in there. Okay, then you can meet people and meet men. Rich part of town, man. And people are culturally interested in different people, so you'll make friends quick. You said get to the country club somewhere, man. But just get over there. You said that's what happened to me. Okay, Gigi, I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get over there quick, because don't waste time with no brokies. Shout out to Kentucky. I don't mean nothing. I just said that was on 90 Day Fiance. Who was that had to get that one lady from Thailand? Girl, and Penguin. Anyway, thank you, Goddess Aries. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for being a member. You said rich men act like they're the prize. How do we deal with that? Girl, you got to be a bigger prize. Like, think about this. If the rich man is the prize, why does he chase the woman? What does he need on his arm to look like a bigger rich man? A woman, a prize. So if he thinks he's the prize, you're just the option placeholder. If he thinks you're the prize, you're his dream girl or the type of woman he really is attracted to. So you got to level up higher if he thinks he's the prize. Because if a rich man thinks he's the prize, he's the wrong rich man. Go get another one. You get him, you get another one that likes you more. This is also part of the sprinkle sprinkle movement. If you can get him, you can get them. You can get more. Why do y'all always think that you could only get one person that's a provider or one man that's rich? No, if you can get him, you can get them. And that's the mentality that a lot of women have finally realized, that it's not just a once in a lifetime thing. You can do several. And another thing that the sprinkle sprinkle movement has done is allowed women to understand that, yes, even though there are more people in this world or in this country that don't make money than that do make money. Well, if you get yourself into the rich side of town where everybody's making money, your odds go up in finding one. Okay. You can literally understand that because that's common sense. And so many people were out here saying, well, there's so many wealthy people, or there's only so many wealthy people. You're not all going to find one. Well, if you get to the rich side of town, your chances go way, way, way up. Okay. Think about this. Not everybody is going to the rich side of town. They're going wherever they're close to. They're going where their gas money can get them. They're going next to their jobs. They're going, they're dealing with people they work with. They're only getting out on the weekend on day side of town. Of course, it's going to be hard to find somebody that has money if you're not around no money. If all you put yourself around are the same level of people that you're at, how do you expect to meet somebody with more money? Are they just going to happen to be on your side of town doing stuff when they could be on their side of town doing stuff? You got to go over there. And so I think the sprinkle sprinkle movement has opened the eyes of women and anybody to understand where to increase your chances of meeting someone with money. Okay. Don't just be believing the okie doke. It's common sense. You got to use your brain and get to where the money is. Okay. If you're going to go fundraise, are you not going to go to the broke part of town? Are you? If you're going to go asking for donations from somebody, you're not going to go to where ain't nobody got no money. You're going to go where the money is, right? Common sense. You want to level up and meet somebody with money, where are you going? Not down the street if you don't live where the money is. You're going exactly where the money is. So their chances definitely increase. Okay. I think I also teach a lot of people how to use common sense and not to believe everybody in what they say, but to use your own critical thinking, Mm-hmm. Thank you, Harajuka Barbie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're so pretty. Sure. Thank you. Happy holidays to you too, girl. Can you find a lot of providers waitressing? It depends on what side of town you're waitressing on. Are you on the rich side of town? It could happen. Get you a good regular. You never know. Okay. I teach you to bet on yourselves too, Trevi. Yes, bet on yourselves, because who else is going to pull through more than you will? Thank you. How to deal with an insecure provider. Tell him that it's unattractive when he acts insecure, so that he will at least try to disguise it or hide it or man up. And literally he'll just be faking it until he makes it. If you tell a man that you find something very unattractive about him that he can change, or at least pretend to change, he's going to do it. And the more he practices not being insecure, the more he won't be insecure. Thank you, Tilly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, your young provider spent $3K in 1 month. Now I'm buying you a car each time he asks to see my phone before giving me cash. We just met, but he's very generous. Okay, well, if you already know what he's going to ask you, then you're already prepared in advance, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he can see your phone and you already know he's going to ask you to see your phone, I mean, don't you have time to do what you need to do on your phone if you aren't trying to hide something? At least he giving you warning. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I don't condone looking at people's phones, but if that's y'all's arrangement, that's y'all's arrangement. I'm too grown to be showing my phone to people. That's why I say, if he's giving you $3K and buying you a car, you should have your own business by in a couple of more months of him giving you money. Then you ain't got to show him your phone anymore. Why? Because you'll have your own money. Someone says have 2 phones. You're new here after seeing IG post. What is sprinkle, sprinkle? Okay, Deborah, sprinkle, sprinkle. It's just something that I started saying on this channel, and people started posting clips and stuff all over social media with my advice on how not to deal with broke men or struggle with, grown, able-bodied men, and to put yourself as a priority and to know your value and your worth. And as a woman, to definitely get his money, get your money, and stack your money. It's literally that in a nutshell. Do the most for you. Remember, the woman don't chase the men chase the woman. Girl, I almost said the wrong thing. Don't chase after no man, and don't split bills with no grown, able-bodied man. Otherwise, that's your roommate. So sprinkle, sprinkle movement is that mentality. And if you're already doing that, find a way to get your man to pay more until eventually he's a full provider. Okay. You said you make Dusties want to do more financially. Yes, because the trend and the way that things are going, no one wants to be a Dusty. They may talk their trash in the comments, but they're going to go do what they need to do to level up eventually. Sprinkle, sprinkle, hopefully. Uh-oh, Karen. How marry money faster without being girlfriend? You're 29. I don't know. It depends on what culture you're from. So if you're from a culture where women don't date, then you need to find a man that has a lot of money that you like, and he will like you. Go for older. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go for older. You said most rich men cheat, though. So do most poor men. You rather be cheated on by a rich man or a broke man? Think about it. Yeah. Ask Pygmisha. Who has a Dusty, who she probably pays for. Ask her if he's ever cheated on her. So y'all worried about the wrong thing. They all gonna cheat, broke or rich. Which one would you rather be cheated on by? Okay. That's like saying, okay, if you're with a woman, you're gonna spend some money. So depending on if she is Your dream woman or a placeholder? Which one would you rather spend on? The dream woman or the placeholder? So it's the same thing. Get the money. You said you'd rather cry in Chanel. Yes. At least you can go shop your blues away. Uh-oh, unknown user, sprinkle, sprinkle. Why would a guy stare at you and not approach? Because they're just looking. Just looking. They don't have what it takes to approach. They don't have what it takes, or probably what you even want, but they can look. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, and another part of the sprinkle, sprinkle movement is to realize that not everyone who looks at you is going to approach. You got to be alluring and attract that person, and they have to be available and willing to approach you. That's the whole formula. If we don't care if they're not approaching, they haven't taken any action. You know what I mean? So why do we even pay attention to them? Why are we paying attention to men who haven't taken any action towards us? You could look, people look all day, but unless you approach, it's not like you don't even exist. Like you don't even exist if you're not coming over here to say something, so it doesn't matter. We're not paying attention to those who are not approaching. So stop giving them unwanted attention if they're not approaching. Unnecessary attention. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Say because they go for looks. Yeah. We're not getting ready to care about somebody that's not even doing the most. It don't take that much to approach somebody. They can't do that. What else can't they do? So yeah. Oh, thank you, Ree. You just want to say thank you, Shira. You truly motivate me to keep leveling up and stay loving me. And that liquid finesse is a beast. Ladies, get it. Gas. Sprinkle, sprinkle, Ree. Yes, get your liquid finesse by Ho Cosmetics. It's a pheromone. It's linked in my description bar. And you can also use my code Shira. One word, Shira, to get a discount. They also have a little quiz on their website to see which pheromones are best for you or whatever situation that you're trying to have. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, that's right. Anyway. But they do work. If you could get your sugar daddy or somebody to buy them for you, if you can't afford them, they do work. Or you can get the smaller size. They have different sizes. And you could use my coupon code Shira just to try it out. Okay. You said, why would you want a gift from a man that cheated? Because it's called compensation. Because after you get the gift, you could still leave if you want to, but not empty-handed. Why not get something from somebody who did you wrong? Some of y'all leave with nothing. They gave everything. Leave with something, man. That's also part of sprinkle, sprinkle movement. If you deal with somebody and they do you wrong and they're trying to buy their forgiveness, let them buy it. It doesn't mean you're going to really give it. It just means you're going to get something in exchange for them messing up. And when someone messes up and it costs them money, like if a man buys you a nice gift to try and attempt to buy your forgiveness, you don't really have to forgive them. Just get the gift and do whatever you want after that. You know? So a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people leave empty-handed, feeling unappreciated and bad about themselves with lowered confidence when you could leave with a whole bag or stay and continue to collect bags, build yourself, build your business, and literally label that dude a placeholder. until you decide you want to do something different. It's all about what you feel and how you operate in your life. Because a lot of women are not investing in relationships for fidelity anymore. They're investing in relationships for themselves, their money, their savings account, their businesses, so on and so forth. Because a lot of these women already have placeholders. They just don't realize it yet. So why not use your placeholder to put you in a position that's better? So when he's done and you're done, you're better off. And a lot of people don't realize that. Y'all will give the most and get nowhere and continue to be a placeholder, cry and be cheated on by broke men or men with money and not want nothing in return and leave empty-handed and wonder why you're not, appreciated, because you don't appreciate yourself. You don't appreciate your own time because you're giving it away for free and doing the most for the least. So I also teach women that. Now, you can tweak that to your own understanding and your own morals, but definitely don't be around for free. Thank you, Mila Sprinkle Sprinkle, for being a new member. Let's see what time it is. Okay. So we'll also teach reality. Like, a lot of women are still living in a fairy tale and they don't understand that the reality that we live in. I teach don't play fair in an unfair world. I teach, the fairy tale is not exactly how you think it is. I mean, the prince is already wealthy in the fairy tale. Okay. And back in those days, they got married after knowing each other how long? One day? That really realistic? No. You have to literally create the life you want. And if you are able to get a provider, allow them to make that life better for you, great. Make your own life better. Start your own business, become an entrepreneur with his money. Okay. Don't be around for free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Exactly. So, oh, somebody said cookie with Kaya. I don't. That girl is making her money online. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I have it for free, so she's getting clicks and views. That's getting paid to cook. So I don't have no problem with anybody getting paid to do nothing that they're passionate about. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If I'm passionate about what I do and I get paid to do it, I'm gonna do it too, ma'am, sir. Okay. Okay. You said don't be around for free. That's true. Get your money, whatever you're doing, whether it's cooking, cleaning, talking, looking cute, whatever. As long as you're getting paid. See, people don't realize this. Like on social media, whenever you put something up, you're getting paid, especially if you're monetized. So if you're going to get paid, get paid. Whatever you choose to do. There's room for everybody. There's room for everybody on social media. If you're getting paid, it's room. You said, what's the code? Shera. All caps. Look, Shera. That's the code for Whole Cosmetics. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or I think you can also use sprinkle, sprinkle, all caps. One word. If that's still in there. If Shera don't work, try this. I'm not sure. But when you check out at wholecosmetics.com, the link is in the description bar. But those two should work, or just Shera. Shera should work. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Vadeska says, what the plan if I go through his phone and found out he cheated, still did not tell him, but he's rich? Well, you have to weigh your options. Is he the type of man to pay for your forgiveness if you find out? Does he want to keep you around? Because if you're easily dismissed, he's not going to care if you found something in his phone. He'll just dismiss you. Okay, so he has to like you 10 times more in order for you to get some type of money out of him for, catching him. So save it until you know that he likes you 10 times more, and then start to slowly mention it. Like if he says, why are you sad? Say, well, then you tell him if you know he likes you way more, and he'll feel bad and try to, gift you or compensate you or ask how you can forgive him. You said, how often do I cook? Let's see. Yesterday I ordered ramen from this Thai place. The day before that, went out to eat. I like to go out to eat and order. I cook very seldom. If I do, if my kids request something special, I might cook for them. But they know how to cook by themselves, and they also, because they're teenagers, they also just order DoorDash because we all like eating different foods. Okay, like we all have different tastes. We all have different things that we like, so we just order what we want. And if they want to cook, then we'll order the stuff and they can cook it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like I don't like I said, a lot of women have different priorities. A lot of people's lives are different. A lot of people's diets are different. So they can't just cook one meal for everyone in the house. Like if I were to cook something that I wanted, nobody would eat it. Okay? Think about that. I'm a plant-based. I barely eat certain things. Who's going to eat my food? Y'all want me to make a plant-based meal? Who's going to sit down for that? Great. Or maybe we don't all want the same thing. Maybe someone wants a plant-based burger, or someone wants ramen, or someone wants Mexican food, or someone wants a poke bowl. I'm not finna make 5 different meals. So they just gonna order what they want, or they can order the groceries and make it themselves. I'm not getting ready to cook 5 different meals. So not everybody likes the same stuff. So people are individuals. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She said she don't talk about how much of a job this is. This ain't no job. Some of y'all be on the phone longer than this, talking to some dusty for free. How many times do y'all call y'all's men a day and text back and forth all day long? That's literally the same thing. I'm just sitting up here looking cute. And remember, I started YouTube before people were even getting paid for it. So it's not like it's a job for me. It's like I'll just literally sit up here and answer y'all questions. I ain't got no balls. I don't do it. I do it because I want to. Don't have to. But the whole sprinkle, sprinkle movement is so I don't have to see Pygmisha and them out here in these streets with bonnets and house shoes and pajamas on at the store, misrepresenting women and bringing down their value. I do this for us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to continue to do it because I want to see a better world where women appreciate themselves and value themselves on a higher level. Okay? Because like I said, when I started this channel, there was so many pick-meches and bonnettas out here walking around looking like who did it and why. And now there's way, way less. People are taking better care of themselves. They're not settling anymore. They're dating up. They're not dealing with dust no more. They're not laying down with dust. They're having higher standards. And that's why I do what I do. Because I don't want my daughters to grow up in a world full of pick-meches and dusties. So this is more than a job. This is a movement. And the fact that I actually get paid for it is the added bonus. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you said what? Okay. You say you're so tired of seeing bonnets in public? Girl. They literally have to start making signs and putting them on businesses with a bonnet and a little line crossed through it. No bonnets, no pajamas. I've literally seen those signs. And that's sad that you have to put that up because you know who that's for. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I'm sorry, but like, you got to have some pride about yourself. You got to have some pride, you know, and I've told people, there are so many people that will sit there and talk about people's hair, clothes, kids, whatever, but will be walking around in public with a bonnet. If you have ever been at your house in a bonnet, do not even come for anybody that has enough decency to make themselves presentable before they leave the house. So a lot of these ladies who are haters, they can't really talk because they have left their house in bonnets and pajamas. So they have nothing to say. All right. I don't listen to people that go out the house looking like that. Y'all be looking good one day a week and go nitpick everybody else, but the other rest of the time you in a bonnet and some house slippers. Okay, you got one day a week to look your best, but be trolling on the internet 5-6 days a week in your bonnet and house slippers. So when I see certain people that be making crazy comments, I'm like, that's one of them bonnet wearers that be out in public. I ain't gonna listen to that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. He said the audacity of some, exactly, and don't even have a profile pic because they can't take pictures on a daily because they in a bonnet. Thank you, Eric, Goddess Aries. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're going to buy your book for Amazon. Thank you, Miss Deborah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the streets treat you like they see you. Oh my goodness. That's true. But no, seriously, y'all know I be having fun. I don't take any of that stuff seriously. I just think it's funny though. You say your bonnet never leaves the house, and it shouldn't. It should never leave the house unless it's in a suitcase and you're going on a vacation and you're wearing it in your hotel room before you go into bed. It should never leave the threshold of your front door. Okay. It's not a hat. I remember a long, long time ago on the YouTube channel, someone told me that they wore their bonnet out, or they had a white boyfriend. This is before a lot of people knew what bonnets was. They had a white boyfriend and they had their bonnet on, and then they took it off and laid it down on the table, and their boyfriend came in, or the dude they were dating. He was white. He picked it up and said, "Oh, this is a nice pirate hat." Or chef's hat or something. They didn't know what it was. They was like, they were laughing in the comments on that one. She said, "He thought my bonnet was a pirate hat." I'm like, girl, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I think now more people know what a bonnet is, so because that was years and years ago. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said, why do men like to gossip about you when they don't get the cookie ego? Girl, because they're feminine. A real man could have gotten you if they knew how to impress you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yeah. But you still shouldn't wear bonnets in public. You can wear them around your house, in your bedroom, to sleep in your house. But don't come out the house with it. It's not supposed to go out of the house, like literally. Like they even make hats with satin lining, if that's what you want. They even make hats with hair on the bottom of them, so you don't even have to put on a wig. They make wigs you could put on real quick. You could get a baseball cap, you could get a scarf. That's for the outside. But a bonnet is to sleep in or to wear in your house. So I don't know why people keep wearing them outside. I guess that's just laziness. Thank you, Janelle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It just looks lazy. That's all. Like, why even come out the house? Just order the stuff online. I'd rather order the stuff online than come out the house looking crazy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So it's like wearing a robe out. Exactly. Just order the stuff online and stay home. If you can't get dressed to go out, order the stuff online. There you go. You said looking messy lowers your vibration and people's view of you too. Um, how do you know if a man likes you enough to pay bills? If he offers after you tell him, you might need a little help, or if he just offers straight up. But they got to like you way, way more. Like treat you like they can't even believe you're with them. Like you're too good to be true. You got to literally be like their dream woman, and they'll pay some bills. Hmm. You said you're European and you need to go Google what a bonnet is. Have fun. I don't know. It looks like a shower cap made of satin. That's what it looks like. There you go. Maybe this is for the other channel, but do you decode the whole J? No, I'm not like for the other channel. I don't do that as much anymore because it like I've noticed that a lot of people started doing too much, like looking too deep into stuff, and it kind of made them a little cuckoo. Like I would literally get people messaging me with some crazy cuckoo stuff, and I'm like, I ain't got time for this. So I kind of back on like giving my like symbolism, what I interpreted certain things to mean, because people were like literally going cuckoo in my comments. Okay. I said nothing is wrong with head wraps. I said bonnets. There's a difference. You can get you a cute scarf, a Hermes scarf, a Chanel scarf, a fake Chanel scarf. I don't care. And you can wrap your hair and make it look cute and tied in a little whatever cute up do. I said a bonnet looks crazy in public. Uh-huh. I've worn scarves in public before. Nice scarves. Okay. Mm-hmm. So they look like shower bonnets, shower caps. Yeah. Like let. Yeah, that's what the bonnets look like. Some people don't know what bonnets are. I don't know. I guess they're not universal. You said y'all need to get baptized. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm baptizing y'all with the sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm rebuking the dust out of your life. My little sprinkle baptism. All right. Yeah. Oh, and also, I'm gonna address this in a second. Thank you, Janelle. Where can you get that wig, your high quality lot bang? Girl, I cut this. This is an old wig I done snatched out of my drawer from back in the day and I cut it myself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. So I don't know where you can get this wig from. I think I cut this myself. I cut the bangs myself. I don't remember. You might have to go look on my playlist for wigs and hauls and makeup. I have a whole playlist of just a bunch of wigs that I reviewed like a couple of years ago. And a lot of them are in there. I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. But they sell bang wigs everywhere. You just get one and cut it, ma'am, or cut the bangs to the length that you like, or just buy a wig that already looks like a bang wig. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Did I grow up Christian? Um, I grew up with the side eye towards religion. I think I was too smart for it. Like I grew up questioning everything because it didn't make sense. I was more of a scientific person, and if something was silly and didn't make sense, I'm questioning it. So I grew up questioning things because if it didn't make sense, I'm going to ask questions, and if you can't give me the answers, then I'm not going to believe you. So I grew up with a more cerebral approach to things instead of just believing what I was told. That's why I probably don't believe everything I'm told, and I do my own research and I make sure stuff is on the up and up before I blindly follow someone or blindly trust someone. Because I was like, literally, I was asking questions. Just like people ask questions when people talk about Santa Claus. Well, how does he do this? And how does he do that? And how does he get to everybody's house? And how come this? And how come I'm asking too many questions? I was suspicious from the start. I'm like, that don't sound right. That ain't right. Not from what I've observed. That doesn't seem possible. Are these parables? Is this metaphor? I heard this story before. This ain't making no sense. So I grew up with a scientific mind. Yes. So, and then I saw the way that things really were because I did like study a lot of science as a young person. Mm-mm. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. DT Fabulous in the house. Hey. You said, are glueless wigs worth it, girl? And they look good on you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. Like back in the old days, we didn't glue. Like I remember when I used to try to glue wigs, and it's not good for you. You know, all that glue is gonna snatch your hairline. You're gonna be looking bald headed. I think getting glueless wigs is the smartest thing someone could do. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have a discolored forehead and no edges. Unless you only wear wigs, then you might as well shave your whole head off. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shave your own hair off. Because they don't make no sense to having hair up under it if you ain't never gonna use it. I think I've seen a lot of women do that. They wear wigs 24/7. They just shave their head off, make it easy. Okay. I mean, shave their hair off and make it easy because I think too many people out here are doing too much, and everybody still knows it's a wig. Like you could swoopity swap, do all them baby hairs, put literal super glue on your head, and bleach all your knots. People still know it's a wig. They still know. So unless, like I said, you only wear wigs and you shave your hair, I think glueless wigs are your best option because it's better for your hairline and your scalp and your forehead. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh, Nana. Married a man provides for me. Okay. Vacation, university car. He would talk to me all the time before y'all did the thing. Okay. But after he might go a week, no contact, still provides. Okay, get your money, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men are not how you think they are. They're not women. They get what they want. They get in and they get out. It's like they go into the grocery store or the mall. You ever go to shopping with a man versus going shopping with a woman? Same thing. They in and they out, man. They get what they came for and they bounce. You ever gone to a store and only bought one thing? A man can literally do that. But as a woman, you go in there, you put everything in the cart. You want to see every store, every aisle. You want to go here, you want to go there. You try on stuff you might not buy. You might order it later. You go and smell all the perfumes. Like men are just in and out. So same way with other stuff. As long as you got your money, man, that's all that matters. Okay. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said, yep, they don't even look around. Exactly. They know exactly what they're going in for and they get in and get out. Done. Don't expect the most. Have I met people with a scientific mindset? Yes, I have. Lots of people. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-huh. You said wigs get messy and tangled. Girl, keep a brush. Brush, wash it. If it's real human hair, you can wash it and brush it out. Put some detangler in it. Okay. Anyway, sprinkle, sprinkle movement has definitely raised the bar for many, many people. And that's a good thing because, you know, and it also allows people to be comfortable in their lifestyle and not have to prove everything so much. Like once you settle into, your own lifestyle, like if you think about people that have a lot of money, a lot of times when they settle into their lifestyle, they don't really have to prove anything to anybody anymore because they've already got everything that they want and need. And I think once you get to that level of comfort for yourself, the sprinkle sprinkle movement, like you should not allow, and I tell this to everybody, you should not allow, and you should never compare yourself to other people in what they're doing in their lives. If you're happy and comfortable with your results, your money, and you feel like you no longer have to impress other people that you'll probably never meet, stop. Because I don't. I don't live for other people to impress them. I live to impress myself and my kids. Okay. If I'm impressed with it and my kids are happy with it, that's good enough for me. I don't live to impress other people because that's how you waste money and energy and time. How you save money and build wealth is only impressing yourself and those that are closest to you. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. So many people out here, like, I remember a while back, if I go shopping, I'd be like, oh, this would be good to haul or to wear online. And then I started thinking, you know what? I'm not going to buy that because I don't even like it. But I thought other people would. So I'm like, I'm not going to buy that. That's not my style. I'm not going to buy that. I don't care what people think online. Okay. It's going to be out of style in 2 months anyway. Throw it away or put it back, you know? So a lot of people live for what other people think because a lot of people live to look a certain way instead of actually living that way. So if you're leveling up, if you're part of the Sprinkle Sprinkle movement, you don't have to keep up with everybody else. You literally don't. You have to do exactly what you need to do to build your wealth, build your bank account, and make yourself happy. We're not here to make other people online happy with how we live. Because if you're not part of our lives or our immediate family, it doesn't even matter what you think. Okay. And a lot of these people out here who are modeling all these clothes, remember, they're getting paid to do it. They're getting paid to wear certain outfits. But if you're not getting paid to do it, why are you doing it? Like, if you're not getting paid to wear a certain thing, to influence a certain group of people to buy it, don't waste your money on it. Buy something you actually like. All right. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you don't know what? And remember, I'm 45 years old and going to be 46 soon. I don't wear the same type of wigs 20-year-olds wear. My wigs are for my lifestyle and my age. Okay. If you look at my purse, I don't have no wig glue in there, no spray, no comb with a rat tail. Ain't none of that in there. I don't have a wax stick in my purse. I'm old. I got bobby pins, man. So y'all have to remember that I'm not 20. I know I look younger than some 45-year-olds, but in our age range, we don't do all of that. We don't sleep with our wigs on our heads. When we get home, we take it out, man. It's coming off. Okay. So remember that. I'm not y'all, and I'm not y'all's age. My wigs come off every night. I sleep with my own hair. I brush it out every night. Okay. Yes, I knew you were my age. Yes, ma'am. I don't do all that swoopity swap baby hairs down to the eyebrow. I can't do it. Okay. When I take my wig off, I don't want to have a set of tools to do it. Okay. I have glued wigs before, like several years ago. It's not really worth it to me. Okay. 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 You said a wig is like a bra to you, is coming off. You're 30, exactly. Now, I do feel like ladies that are putting a lot into their looks and their effort into their looks, great. More power to you. But we remember we're different age ranges, different generations, and we do things different. So, like, if your best look is, a slade glued wig, great. Okay, thank you, Nana. He is, or Nana. Okay. He's married but still provides for you, only met once. Is this normal for them to go no contact? Yes, ma'am, it's very normal. Although it wasn't like that in the beginning. Okay, well, men get what they want from the beginning and then they do what they want after they get what they want. Okay, that's why you string it out, string it along, and get what you want before, so you don't have to worry about it. Younger ladies, let me tell y'all from the start, men don't care that much. Men don't care as much as you do, unless you don't care at all. So understand that. They don't care as much. They in it to get what they want out of it. That's literally it. Once they get it, it's easily accessible. They're looking for a new challenge to chase. So that's why you get what you need to get first. Okay. Okay, so I want to talk about another part of the sprinkle sprinkle movement that some people don't agree with, and you don't really have to. This is just for those that choose a different, technique. Now, some women believe in married dating or dating married men. Some women don't. That's totally up to you. Nobody forces anyone to, go against their moral values, but some people create their own moral values and live life according to what's best for them. And they understand that most men are going to cheat. So if they're not reaping the benefits from it, but still being approached constantly by married men out there, they might as well just take their money. They may not go, any further into the relationship, or they might, but still, you never know. Hold on. Okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, so I've had people come in my comments or in my whatever on my social media say, I can't believe you did this and I can't believe you did that. Well, believe it, baby, I did it. And I have no shame about anything that I've done. You know why? Because it got me to where I am today. I have no regrets. I create my own morals, my own moral values. And I always tell people, never play fair in an unfair world. And I feel like if more women thought that way, they would get a lot further in life. And it's totally up to the individual person on what their morals are and what they choose to do with them. I don't preach morals. I preach follow your own morals, because that's what's going to be personalized for you to be more successful than a general set of morals that does not benefit you in the long run. So, yeah, that's why I don't judge women that date certain types of guys depending on their, marital status. I don't judge, because they're going to be out there anyway. And people always want to point the finger at the woman, but the woman never took vows. The man did. So it's just human nature to try to blame the woman for everything. because they always want to do that. And that's also part of the sprinkle sprinkle movement to stop blaming the woman. Okay. It's so ingrained into patriarchy to blame the woman for everything that women that are blaming women for other things don't even realize it. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said women get blamed for everything. Thank you, LaPeaches. Imagine the day that women start taking ownership of being blamed for everything and flip the script on everybody. Imagine that day. Because if you have that much power as a woman that people can blame everything on you, that's very powerful. That means you hold the power. If people blame everything on you, that means you're the lead, you're in charge. If it's literally your fault that something happened, that means you are the authority. So when you take that and flip it, you become a goddess. When you say, yes, I am to blame. Fine. I'm to blame that man broke his vows. Excuse me for being so beautiful. That man was going to break his vows regardless of who showed up. But thank you for the compliment. You're giving me that much power. I'm taking it. All right. It's time to flip the script because so many people, and that's another part of the sprinkle sprinkle movement, how you think, how you view yourself, how to flip the script and embrace your power as a woman. If you're going to blame everything on me, that means I have authority and power to stop it or to start it. So therefore, if you're going to blame the fall of humanity on me, then that must mean that I was a powerful goddess. I still am. If you still blaming stuff on women, if you whatever you try to control, blame stuff on, that means it's more powerful than you. So I'm just gonna take it and run with it and boost my confidence even higher. Okay. All right. You say you was always a people pleaser, Miss Lisa. Okay. Now you use dark feminine energy and you swear your provider is the man you tortured and he loves it. Okay, Miss Lisa, sprinkle sprinkle. Mm-hmm. So my opinion, when other women start blaming other women for their man, you're looking at the wrong person. You'd be looking at the man. Okay, because chances are that man was not faithful to you, broke his vows, or lied and cheated on you, not the other way around. Because if the woman is single, then whose fault is it if the other person is attached? So we got to stop looking and trying to blame other women for your men's problems. It's like, girl. But I know a lot of women won't see it that way. I've seen women say, oh, da da da. No, that's just pygmisha to me. If you're not putting the blame on the actual person that did the cheating, then you're doing the wrong thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. These women have low self-esteem and value a man more than themselves. Well, that's what also teach. Stop doing that. Stop blaming. Stop treating these men like they're better than you when they're literally here to impress you and provide for you. Okay, you can treat them with respect. You can treat them with respect and all that kind of stuff, but don't treat them like they're better than you because they're not. Nobody's better than the next person. And when you give that power away, that's what that's what happens. You start to feel less than. Mm-hmm. Oh, you said, oh my gosh, this is good. That's right, Ree. The only reason they blame other women because they plan on taking that man back and can't be mad at him. That's true. So they got to put the blame somewhere else so they don't look like the biggest pick me shit ever, especially if they don't make that man pay. Uh-oh. See, at least the woman that makes a man pay can show off after the fact. But anyway, sprinkle, sprinkle. I gotta get ready to go in a few minutes. So the sprinkle, sprinkle movement is just to make women more aware of their value and worth and to stop doing the most for the least. Get your money, get your bag, get their bag, make them spend, save yours, spend theirs, build yourself up into whatever you want to become. Find your passion, have fun, thrive in life, teach the next generation to do so. Stop putting the blame on the woman. Remember, you are, powerful if everybody's putting the blame on you, because that means you have the power to change everything. Also, don't be ashamed of whatever you've done if it's gotten you to where you've wanted to be in life. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like anybody can be part of the sprinkle, sprinkle. There's no discrimination. It's a mindset. It's just a mindset, how you think. And thank everybody for also spreading the sprinkle, sprinkle message. You've definitely done a major part of being a part of the sprinkle, sprinkle movement. Definitely. And may it continue and thrive until there's no more dust or pygmies left. Said what? I gotta go, but thank y'all, everybody who donated. I appreciate you guys. If y'all are looking for any of my links, they're in the description bar. I have my Patreon in there. If y'all want to join tier 2 and up to write me like personal messages and I can answer you back within like a day or two. I also have a mail out tier. It costs a little bit more, but I mail you out a card or a letter once a month, handwritten. And even you can write me back, handwritten if you like. Also, I have all my links and stuff down there to my Level Up Cosmetics store, which is levelupcosmetics.us. Also have some of my Amazon suggestions that I suggest on my little Amazon storefront. And if y'all want to gift me something for the holidays, I definitely have my gift list down there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Chantel, for the super sticker. I appreciate you. And everybody who sent cash apps, I appreciate y'all too. All right. I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all.